I'm just simply a bystander here, guys, to enjoy the greatness we have at the table here with two-time champ Joave, two-time champ down there, Landon Kimberlin. Just excited to see what these guys can bring to the table today.
You forgot to introduce our other guests.
Now I'm going to introduce our other guests. Joave, can't pronounce your last name still, but I'll let you do that yourself.
Guerrier.
Oh,
Gary A. Gay. Gary.
that's a good one.
I think Brandon, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, sure. I'll introduce myself. Hey, guys. I'm Brandon. I'm filling in. I'm excited to discuss our plans. For this basketball season. The summer league. Dude, I'm excited to get this kicked off, bro. Let's get this thing started.
Yes.
Let's go.
You're like the first person who's been like hyped for the season. It seems like
Isn't this exciting?
I like to see it.
We haven't had any guests that bring this kind of
Bring the boom.
Bring the boom.
Yeah.
5 big booms.
5 of them.
Boom.
I'm sorry your brother passed away. Let's give him 5 big booms.
Boom. Boom.
They genuinely thought like they were doing them a favor. They're like, I guess we'll give them 5 big booms.
Ask Lon that question you've been waiting to ask him all these weeks.
No, it wasn't about Joave, but I was thinking like earlier today, like I had a discussion with a player who's potential to be drafted, Michael, and he was discussing that he thought 4-pointers are going to be incredibly overpowered. So I just wondered what you guys' thoughts on that. He said he would just be chucking those things like crazy, 4-pointers.
Yeah, I definitely think those are going to be overpowered. That's one of the reasons I do not plan on reassembling the Gators, because aside from Landon, me and Caden are not exactly snipers. And
That's a good point.
I think the Gators would just get ran out of the league. So
For me, I haven't heard that yet. I've heard everybody saying that 4-point shot won't get shot enough. It's just kind of stupid. So this is the only take I've ever heard that's somebody saying that is overpowered.
Dude, I will say, though, it's definitely not going to be overpowered for Michael.
Yeah.
He said he's going to be pulling them like crazy.
Now maybe.
I'm sure he'll be pulling him.
Michael sometimes can catch fire, But
So 4-pointer shot.
haven't seen it since 12
So-
Michael.
Half court. It's a half court.
Oh, half court
Yeah.
shot.
Do you think it's worth it for 4 points?
I think it is, because if someone's actually can shoot that, then it
Yeah.
is. I think.
So
Is there many people in the league that can shoot like that?
no, not really.
Caleb said
So
no.
like the math behind it is, so like if you shoot 10 2-pointers and you make let's say 6 of them, so 60%, you have 12 points. If you shoot 3s, you got to make four of them, so 40% to get 12 points. And then for the 4-pointer, you got to make 3 of them. So shooting 30% from half court is the same as shooting 60% in the paint.
But what's the chances we see 30% half court shooting?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think we'll see a lot of those?
I don't think we'll see it.
I think we could.
Maybe,
though. I mean,
maybe like
maybe-
1 or 2.
it's not that
But
far of a shot.
Maybe not this year. It's new. Maybe 2-3 years time, and people get used to the shot, and they practice it
2-3
more.
years, maybe like a few.
Who do you
months,
think's
what I'm saying?
Who do you
We'll
think's the
see.
lead?
Yeah, who is going to be
4-point
the
leader?
4-point guys?
I think we're looking at him right here.
Joave?
No,
I think it's
go
Joave.
one more.
Brandon?
Go this other side, Joave.
You?
Yeah, me.
Oh,
Okay, you're
Wow,
gonna be doing
that's-
chucking up
that's a hot
threes every
take.
single time,
that is a hot take.
or a half court shot.
Whoever drafts me has like a 4-point sniper. That's all I say.
I will say this. I remember in seasons 1 and 2, the 3 and A, I remember people taking half-court shots when it was not a 4-point shot. Now that you're getting that extra point,
Gabe Linehan.
I can definitely see people shooting that shot a lot more, and I think it, quite frankly, is going to be very overpowered.
Yeah. I mean, you said you weren't going to reassemble the Gators because of it. So are you looking for a 4-point sniper in the draft?
Personally, no, because just like the Gators last season, we weren't a big believer in long-range threes, and I'm not going to do that this year. So just a 3-point sniper, Keep it consistent, high percentage shots.
Brandon, you going to shoot it a lot?
Did I actually have? I was actually about to ask a question actually.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
So are we gonna actually include free throws?
Kind of. The foul rules haven't really been decided yet, but there was like free throws at the end of the game last year.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? No, because and also refs too. Like, are we actually gonna get some good refs this year?
we don't know either. That's
That's still a
ask the
debate.
people.
Do you think we should have refs, or do you think it should be call your own foul?
I feel like we should try refs this year, but it still should be you should call your own foul if you do get fouled pretty hard. But for every single thing, you don't need to call a foul. But yeah, that's just my take on it.
Exactly.
So Joave, the rumors are spreading that you might not get a top pick this year in the draft. I've heard
In the first round at all.
I've heard that. I'm not sure, but are you doing anything to kind of tip the scales here?
Yeah, as the As the table stands, I am currently not even going to have a first round pick.
I know, man.
That was the price. That was the price that it cost me to be season 2 champion last
That's
year.
what, here, Joave, I'm going to stand up for you because people are saying like it's kind of stupid to do that, but you made your trade to win last season. You know what I mean? So
I
like,
did.
Now
it's
trade.
not like you just get nothing out of this. You have 2 championships under your belt.
I do right now in the history of the 3A basketball league, previously called Duncan Cribs. There are only 3 champions ever.
Mm-hmm.
4 if you include our coach Chase Evans in season 1.
Let's not count him.
Okay, then 3.
You're looking at 60.
People said it. 3 people. But about the picks, I've definitely been in some trade talks. I'll name drop Gabe Lindemann. He's been my trade partner in season 2, and I just have to say we are not going to get a trade done because the price is outlandish.
Is it?
Does he want like a lot of
Would
cash?
you
cash
Would you
consideration?
drop the number of how much like
I would not.
you wouldn't?
I would
You
not.
wouldn't
I
be
don't want to
comfortable
do
with
that.
Not even
I don't want
ballpark?
to do that for Gabe.
Can I take a
So-
guess and you say higher or lower?
One guess. Give him one guess.
One guess.
One guess.
I'll give you one guess. One.
And what are you trying to get from him?
His first round pick, the higher first round pick.
It's going to be a
of the
high
2.
one. I'm saying
But this is-
$750.
This is before. This is before the lottery has been decided. So this isn't even guaranteed the
Yeah.
number 1 pick.
Yeah.
This is just an 18% chance
That's crazy.
at the number 1 pick, and you said
$750.
$750.
I think if Gabe's pick as it stands right now has like I want to say like 12.5% chance of getting the number 1 pick. So that's basically what you're paying for. 12.5% chance of getting the number 1.
750, higher, lower, higher or lower.
higher.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I've seen it here.
Yeah.
Higher than 7.
Close those doors.
Gabe,
That's
have
crazy.
you lost your everlasting mind because you better go find it.
Dude, now I'm like wondering
That's
what.
why.
Now I'm like starting to wonder what you paid in season like 2 for that pick.
I
'Cause
know,
if it was
dude.
750, that's crazy.
Now that we have a clause on the season 2 trade. If the commissioner Wyatt Duncan finds out, the Gators will get a 50% refund. So I'm not allowed to.
I mean, I
say
already
anything.
found out from the
Really?
grapevine,
Really,
and I will expose the number right here, right now, if you guys want me to.
I wouldn't care, but
Really
did not
curious
come from
what
me.
you think it is.
$300.
Who'd you hear that from?
Elijah asked too low. Season 2.
Who told you that?
I didn't. I heard it from. I think I took a guess, and I think Landon was like, "Dang it, how'd you know?" And it was just a guess.
That sounds like a fake story if you ask me.
I don't remember that.
Nope.
That sounds very
It's true. It's true story.
Are you just saying a bunch of nonsense right now?
No.
They like to say a lot of nonsense.
I've got a question, Joave. So when you're seeing the league blow up and you're seeing yourself in all these highlight clips, how'd you feel?
You know, it was really cool to see the league getting out there, getting some popularity. You know, I didn't really care about myself personally.
Wow.
I'm just
Powerful.
part of the league. There were how many players last year? 24?
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of 24, and soon to be one of 30 or 36.
Wow.
36, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely cool, though, that the league is getting out there, getting on social media.
Yeah, man. Hey, and Joave, do you want to release your team name? Have we done that?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Team name and
We can get the logo up there too.
yeah, we can. We can talk a little bit while he gets the logo ready.
Yeah.
But Brandon,
Quiet.
how are the? I mean, 2 guys. How are those seats?
Yeah, this is actually very comfortable. You know,
Really?
I'm kind of like I'm
you're-
kind of comfy right now.
Your cheeks are deceased.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
They
have
haven't
to.
disappeared yet.
What did you think?
I'm gonna have to agree with Noble's comment from last week and say my cheeks are deceased.
I think I can agree with that too. These are some low quality chairs.
Speaking of Noble, I think we have a request that Noble Hollinger surprise call, phone in.
No way.
It's a phone in.
Phone in.
Dylan,
Can we
come
do-
on.
I don't even know if we
do
can
it
do
right
that.
now.
I'll phone him in.
All right, so yeah, if you see on the board there, we've got the Joave's logo up there, chosen ones.
Chosen
Kind of a
ones.
fire team.
What's the inspiration for this name? Or is it just did it just strike you one day?
You know, I had to switch it up from the Gators, and I'm a big reference guy. Love my movies, and I had it down to 3 and chosen ones. Reference from Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker, probably my favorite cinematic character of all time, and he was the chosen one, and that's what we're going to try to do this season. We're going to try to bring it
Critical
home.
thinking.
Bring balance
I
to the
freaking
3
love
and
that.
A.
Bring
Love it.
balance to the 3 and A.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good, man.
It's crazy you are going to bring balance back to this league.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best.
Everyone else is gonna be shooting 4-pointers.
Yep.
Okay,
No,
so when,
Joave,
when,
you're
when
not
we
getting
sell your
easy, Joave, I'm
merch,
telling
do you
you.
want it to say Uncle Lon in the back?
No merch, but yes, I would love for you to refer to me as Uncle Lon.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like
Hey.
when we make the jerseys, like instead of Guerrier, should it say
Yeah, do you want in the back of your jersey
Uncle
to say
Lon?
Uncle Lon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay,
Joave,
we
I'm
can make that
telling you,
happen.
bro.
I'm a fan.
I'm coming for you, Joave. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting bigger, man.
Hey, let's not start this here.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Is there a certain team you want to get drafted on?
You know, I've actually thought about that. There's like a team called like the Palms. You've heard of them?
I have heard of them. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, dude. You know, I really want to be on that team, bro.
Dude, hope it'll happen for you. I don't know who I'm
I
going to
think
get
the
drafted by.
captain is pretty impressed with your skills, and I think he'd love to have you. So
Okay, we'll see.
I think it
what
could work
happens,
out.
you know?
I
Fastest
heard word
player
on
in the league.
Word on the street from Jeffrey Jiggles was that he played with Brandon Bryant the other night, and Brandon just wasn't himself.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you know, it was pretty cool. I can't lie. You know,
Brandon
that
did
weather
put down
is
about
hard,
4
dude.
pounds of food right before he played. So.
Yeah, that is true. And you know, hey, Landon, wasn't that weather crazy?
No, I didn't feel it.
It was hard, you know, to breathe.
Laura.
I didn't feel it. I didn't.
You're like David Goggins, like, hey, David, like, were your legs hurting? He's like, I didn't feel it.
I didn't feel it.
I didn't feel a thing.
David, are you happy? I don't know. I don't really
What's
think
there to
about
be
it.
happy about? Job's not finished. That's Kobe. That's Kobe.
Yeah, that's Kobe.
All right.
All right, should we move on to
So
the
let's
next team?
check out some more teams.
The next team.
Dunk Dynasty Noble. So we've already had Noble on the podcast. This is his official logo.
Okay,
Speaking of
this is
Noble.
pretty smooth.
It's kind of like Duck Dynasty inspired. You remember that
Right.
show with
Yeah,
the old guys with beards?
Yes, sir.
So,
kind of
Joave, so something interesting about here is Noble, you know, thinks you guys are like enemies now. Like he's
Wow.
coming after. Do you think he has a chance against your team?
I like that smooth.
I wouldn't say we're enemies,
Yeah.
you know. That's my nephew, forever will be. But
Mhm.
I do have messages of I have videos of him saying that the Vanilla Gorilla is coming for me. No.
I think that's the best nickname out of anyone. Vanilla Gorilla.
You should change his team name to the Vanilla Gorilla.
Former
too late, I
Gorilla
feel like.
captain.
That could be a jersey for sure.
Yes, that's
Vanilla Gorilla. We could definitely do a
It's a good
nickname.
one. Speaking of Noble, I think rumor on the street was we had a special request that Noble Hollinger is on the podcast. So
Yes, we
Noble.
call him up here.
yeah, I think we should call him up.
gonna be on here? Oh, we're calling
It's
him
a
in.
it's a call in, phone in, just
Phone
like
in.
Dave
Going-
Ramsey, you know, Dave
Yeah.
Scamsey.
I really hope this works.
This could be,
I've never
This could
tried
be
this
bad.
This
before.
could be very awkward.
We'll just
I
have to
don't
move on.
Yeah, he's gonna call. You know, so
Next
Hopefully,
team.
hopefully he
Team.
calls back. Love to talk to my nephew.
We should probably.
Not too big of a fan of that last logo. It's kind of bland, but
I like
think,
this
I think
one.
it gets a job across. The Bombers is pretty.
This team's gonna bring
This
the
is
boat.
my dream team. Like, this is who I want to be drafted by so bad.
Wait, why?
Bodger's is like the greatest high school
Oh
player I've
There
ever
you go,
seen in
he's
my
calling
entire
you now.
life.
You got-
Oh, Noble.
Oh,
we
we
got
got
Noble
him.
in.
Hey, what's up, Noble? You mind if we FaceTime, bro?
Dude, I'm currently in my friend's bathroom.
That's
so,
perfect.
That's good. That's good.
perfect,
It's gonna
bro.
work.
No.
You're currently on air, Noble.
Give us a review.
Oh no way.
Yeah, you're
A review?
Yeah.
It smells a little bit. It's a little musty. There's a few like stains everywhere. but
Does the toilet feel
chilling.
better than the chairs that you sat on last time on the podcast?
Actually, yes, I would say so.
Are your
Because I'm
cheek-
not like lopsided,
Okay, man.
dude. It's,
Noble, how do you feel about your new nickname in the 3A league being the Vanilla Gorilla?
that's my nickname. Oh, since when?
Since you are the self-proclaimed Vanilla Gorilla, you said you're coming for me.
I say vanilla and gorilla in that snap I sent you. That's crazy.
Oh,
Did I say that?
4K.
well,
That's
Noble,
crazy.
we'll let you get back to your alone time.
My alone time, dude. I'm not going to the bathroom. I just snuck in here to get on this call. Is there any more
nice.
questions?
Oh yeah.
Is there any
Oh
more
yeah, we got questions.
Yeah, no, I've got.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm free. I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm
I thought-
literally just in here so it's
I thought you were
quiet.
just relieving yourself in there, but
No,
Um,
I gotta be in here so it's quiet.
Real quick, shout out, Caden Evans. It's his birthday today.
Happy
Gator
birthday,
brother. And Noble, how do you feel about Caden Evans being the greatest 3A player of all time?
Statistically.
I think it's a well-deserved title. I mean, the stats, and
They
the
don't lie.
analysis don't lie. They don't lie.
men lie, women lie, stats do not lie.
That's
Stats
something
do
I've
not
always
lie.
respected about Noble.
Amen.
He's always said that. Stats don't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amen to that.
No,
definitely.
anything you want to say to the fans because you seem to be a fan favorite, you know, and just anything you want to say back to the fans?
Dude, thank you to the fans, and thank you to you guys for having me on.
That's good,
Been a-
Noble.
That's
It's been a
genuine, bro.
pleasure.
That's
I love you, fans.
Who's all on this cast?
We
Is it
got
you,
Landon, we got Brandon,
Brandon,
Isaiah,
Juan?
Joave, and myself.
It's like an all-star studded lineup right there.
It's crazy. We're just
Just missing one
critical,
person.
critical person.
We need you, Noble.
Hey.
Where you at?
Abraham
Oh,
Lincoln hasn't been brought up
Next
once.
week.
Yeah. Dude,
no
we
way.
haven't talked.
Come on out.
Yeah, there it is.
That's good,
You
Nels.
got it. All
That's
right, thanks for calling
We'll
in.
talk to you soon, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yep.
I just had to pretend like I was like knew what you were saying. It's just
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
smiling and
That's
nodding.
good,
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, let's
The
move
recovery.
on to the next team.
And then,
Yeah, let's move on.
What?
All right. Ministry of Darkness.
Lewis.
Most people have said
Lewis.
this is the coolest logo. I have to agree, I think.
Why? How much do you like this guy?
I haven't
you
met
might,
him, but I like the way he looks.
you might want to try
Not
it,
like
practicing that ninth fruit of the spirit, self-control. you
No.
could probably use some
no,
practice.
I just think he looks like a very like masculine man. He's got like he looks like strong and courageous and bold. And those are some of the
I think we misspelled his name.
Really?
Yeah, it's all right.
How the heck
Like,
does
we'll
Lewis
get it-
spell
we'll
his
get it
name?
right.
Is it like Louis?
Louis.
Yeah, we'll get it right
It's not
next
my
time.
fault. He spells it
St.
wrong.
Louis?
Like St. Louis, not Lewis and Clark.
Party animals. What do you think about that logo?
I love this logo. I'm not even
That is
sure if
actually
Wyatt
very
Lindeman's too
crazy.
fond
That's
of this, but I think it's sick.
I wouldn't really describe, Wyatt as a party animal. I'd maybe say he's like more of like a three type of guy. Hang out with like 3 friends, not like this new crazy guy.
Like a 3v3.
How many people? How many people do you need for it to be called a party?
I'd say about like 8.
You've thought about it.
You've got 5. We've got 5 people here. We've got
Because like 4 and
2
4
other people in the background. If we get one more down here, we've got ourselves a party.
So
don't we?
close.
kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. What's Weston at, man? Get him down. Let's go.
Ooh, shockers.
Wow.
Shock.
That's an interesting accolade right there. Defeated the best team of all time. You know what the most
Isn't
you know
that
what the most interesting thing about that is that usually comes up about 30 times every podcast, but for some reason when the man, the myth, the legend shows up, no one brings that up.
Well,
I've
we can-
actually-
It's almost like
we can definitely indulge in this. We talked about it before, but for those of you who are new, me and Isaiah, and this was our captain in season 1. We took
Gabriel.
out the best team in 3-night history, which was this guy right here and Landon at the end, and we beat him pretty easily.
If you think about this, is really a compliment to you guys that his best accolade is beating you.
Do you want to discuss on that?
Let's
that
not-
game,
I've
not
Dwight?
take
actually,
this too
I've
hard.
actually got a question about this, and don't get it twisted. The Shockers did beat the Gators that
Mhm.
game. We lost by 3 points to the Shockers, but
I'll try
I have a question here from Lola Brown and Izzy Gibbs. Did the Gators
Famous
sandbag and let the
listeners.
Shockers win? So, Landon, let me hear your thoughts on that.
Well,
first.
everyone knows my thoughts. I think we all want to know what you think because they've heard my thoughts 100 times.
Okay, here's the story. Season 1, I make a little trade for L.K. Imberlin, the poet. Get him on the team. It's now me, Landon, and Caden. And we say, if we come out and blow these guys out, people might not be too happy. People might complain. So let's keep it close. Let's see what happens. We do that for the first half. We come out. I tell Landon, hey, let's score this time. I send him a screen. Landon comes off, walks into a floater. I said, we got to stop. This is way too easy. Landon starts throwing lobs over the backboard, stuff like that. And gets to the end of the game. It's close. It's a tie game. And Gabe Lindemann hits a terrific and absolutely fantastic step-back 3 from nearly half court. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from that shot, and the Shockers beat us.
To me, yeah. I mean, I respect the fact you say that, but to me, it just sounds like something 2 losers would say. And that's all I'm gonna say there.
I mean, as you said, the stats don't lie. I happened to bring the stats this time. I was a little prepared. So
what? The game's
This
not
stat's
recorded.
gonna
Looks like-
gonna make our win look way better.
Men
it looks
lie,
like we
women lie,
lost 30.
stats do not
We
lie.
lost to 33 to 36 to the Shockers in
Yeah.
a low-scoring affair. Just 11 days later, we beat the Shockers. Caden scores 58 points himself and outscores the
Is
whole
this the
Shockers
game that didn't
team.
count?
Okay, this game doesn't count exactly. So we played them.
Wet court.
So no, that wasn't a wet court.
It was wet
Just
court.
7
It
days.
was
No,
it
just
was a wet court.
Gabe wasn't there at that
No,
game.
That wasn't the wet
Gabe
court
wasn't
game.
there.
Gabe didn't go to the next game.
No, 8 days.
Elijah subbed for the second game. Gabe was at that game. Gabe chalked up a bunch of shots, and White got mad.
Yeah, wait.
Rip my
It was-
jersey.
that was the wet court game.
8 days later, we played. This was the wet court game. It was 57 to 25. That was the wet court game. The second game we scored over 100 points. Caden had all those cherry picks at the end. That wasn't a wet court. It's the third game. It's the low scoring game. That's 25 to 57.
Yeah,
So we beat you guys by 60, and then we beat you by 32 in the span of 2 weeks. And you guys just want to say that
Well, we
first
had
game
you
was
guys at
fair.
halftime in that last game, so let's not get.
Were you
ahead of
winning half?
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were winning at half. We made
Mhm.
a buzzer beater.
Yeah, but why?
And you
why
got
how'd you
us
do
scored
Yeah,
by
you tried to make a
32.
point. Then we just
Got
How'd you
outscored by
do?
32,
Brandon,
over 32 in the second half.
What are you getting from this, Brandon? Are you getting just 2 losers trying to make a pathetic excuse, or
Brandon, how do we lose to a team and then the next week we beat them by 30 and 50?
Hey, I guess that that really sounds like the Timberland kind of situation.
Yeah, but
if you really think about it.
no, we're way
How they
better.
lost- how
We
they
won
lost
September.
tonight, but they beat them twice.
Exactly. Dude, sometimes
It's a loss.
sometimes you just don't have it. And when I saw you guys didn't have it. We mentally broke you guys, physically broke you guys,
I will.
spiritually maybe.
They brought the
somewhere in there.
boom
How do
the
you-
other
how do
two
you
games
break
we
us?
played
How do you
them.
break us if then we played you again? Just shattered shattered you.
You know we broke you because of the scoreboard. I mean, the scoreboard spoke for itself that game.
You guys hadn't practiced yet. You guys just weren't ready
I mean,
to
you
face
guys,
like
you
a.
guys remember any of the plays like when I threw Joave and alley oop and I threw it like 20 feet over the hoop? Like you guys seem to like erase those plays from your mind.
Why would we remember something
Yeah,
like that?
exactly.
Because it's
That's
just
not
such
a
a
memorable
ridiculous.
play, bro.
It's such a that's definitely a memorable play. Everyone's like screaming and dying laughing.
You guys remember how many? You guys want to know how many plays I remember? I remember the stuff that we've shown in the viral clips and when Gabe made the buzzer beater.
So if you
That's
guys
all I
don't,
remember.
if you don't remember anything, how are you claiming you guys were like?
It's
Oh, I
just
remember
crazy.
we
I
were
said-
stalling the
Why
whole
would I
time.
remember specific
we
clips?
did stall.
How do you not
The
remember?
scoreboard spoke for that.
No,
If we didn't stall and we didn't play, we played good that game, didn't we, Isaiah?
We did play good.
If we didn't do that, we would have lost. So
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
get
that you
what
guys.
they're
No,
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I could see it being you guys weren't going to try your hardest through the first 3 quarters,
saying.
but you
saw-
definitely tried towards the end,
you
and
saw
you got
we brought the
unlucky.
boom and you tried to bring the boom back, but you just brought a big doom.
if you guys actually believe that, you guys are insane.
I will say this. I remember 3 things from that game. I remember the absolutely beautiful shot from Gabe. I remember Landon throwing that. I remember 4 things. I remember Landon throwing the one over the backboard, and I remember him walking into the floater. And then I remember the only shot that the Shockers were shooting that game was a Gabe Linneman floater or hook shot from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I think you remember that
That's
too.
the only shot they
It was
could
pretty
get.
crazy. It was the only shot that they could get. That
It
game.
worked, man.
It didn't work.
It did work.
You guys
that
only
game.
scored 30 points.
It worked
Yeah,
that
you
game.
guys
They
only
beat
scored
us.
33.
They
That's
beat
because
us.
we weren't trying to score.
No, you were. We saw it, dude. You guys didn't have chemistry built up yet. And then the reason
How
we,
in a span of less than
the
less than
ended we-
7 days, then we score 100
it's
points?
because me and Gabe Linneman were going through some disputes over,
Well, then how come the next game
Team
when he
management.
wasn't there? What about when Gabe wasn't there? How do you explain that?
we need
Guys,
needed,
we're arguing like this is going to get settled when it's clearly not.
Yeah, I agree.
because we needed Gabe, but
Yes.
team management. We
Can
had
we
some
just switch
disputes.
to the next team? Let's
Both
go to the next
both
team.
sides put their story out there. Let's move on. Now.
Ah, the
Polar Bears.
JP,
Love this animal.
newest
JP,
captain,
who's this JP guy?
John Paul.
John Paul.
You think
I
John?
remember him from the Knights, actually. I think.
He does play for the Knights.
Wonder what John Paul's obsession with polar bears are.
Maybe we'll call him next episode.
But why? Why
Yeah,
did you say he
that's-
had good taste in animals? Not
'Cause it's a polar
bears,
bear.
Not
Yeah,
polar bears.
Polar bears are sick.
You don't
No, not polar bears.
take a hot
Are
take.
you-
Animals.
Brandon,
You put it. You put an S on that.
good taste in animal.
You should have said he has a good taste in this animal. Animals means.
Are you more of a fan of, like, a grizzly bear?
whole wide variety.
Are you hating on the grammar that we used, or just the animal?
Brandon, if you have such a revelation about animals, I want to hear your taste in
Oh, my
animals
taste in
really
animals?
quick.
Okay, so first of all, I really like a good cheetah, bro.
That's
and a
fair,
Black
dude.
Panther. Oh yeah.
Those are sick. They made a
Dude, you're
movie
kind
about
of
it.
like a cheetah and a Black Panther
They
in
made
a
a
way.
movie about
Yeah,
I think
you know,
that's
I'm
your
pretty
comp. Yeah, it's your comparison.
I think so. Honestly, I'm pretty quick.
Do you have a top 3? You have one more?
No.
Top 2, just top 2.
Well, it's still animals.
Yeah.
I've always liked toucans.
Oh,
but
that's
I
your
think-
future team up
Yeah,
there, Brandon.
that's right there.
The Palms.
Yes, sir. Wait. Why? I have a quick. I asked you about this earlier. You know, like I was concerned about what these 3 fingers meant.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. Brandon, I think there's mandatory ukulele lessons for this team. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm really upset. I'm actually getting into playing electric guitar right now. So
Are you
Oh,
serious? Wow.
Yes, I
the
am.
ukulele will come easy. It's pretty.
you guys could just have a band out there.
it's
I mean, I can play the ukulele. If
like the Island Bros.
the Island Boy.
The electric guitar. That's not-
That's crazy. What is this?
It's Ben's team.
Brandon's
Captain Ben.
brother.
Your brother.
Oh wow. Woo.
You like that logo or not?
No, it's trash. It's not good.
Get that out of here.
Now, Brandon, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, what is that?
In this league, both of you are new additions this year. Who do you think is going to be more impactful to 3-A? You or Ben Bryant?
Honestly, I think Ben will. Honestly.
I like
Whoa.
that.
Just
That's an
because of
honest
his-
answer.
Yes, just because of his size. You know what I'm saying?
I think Brandon will because he has, the speed is bigger. Like
No, why-
Lightning quick.
I'll get
the
burned
speed
out
is
quickly.
more important. But we
Though.
saw
Size is very
we
good
saw
when
how
it comes to
quick Ben
basketball.
will
Get burned out quickly.
Yeah. Last year Ben played 1 quarter and he got burned out pretty quick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, a second question for Brandon. You are well known for your speed, and I just want to. I know another really, really fast guy, and this is what he said. I want to hear if you agree. The faster I go, the slower things get.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
do, you agree, do you agree with that?
Dude, that's actually a fire quote right there.
Do you notice it like when you're running?
I mean, a little bit. kind of like when you're like chasing the ball down, like these people seem like they're going so slow. I catch up to them so quickly. It's like kind of jogging. But besides that, I kind of get what he means.
You know who made that quote?
Who did?
Noble.
The Nobler.
The Vanilla
Wow.
Gorilla.
The vanilla
Dude,
gorilla.
I would never think that from Noble. Wow.
I know, dude. It was a
You learn
curveball.
something new every day, huh? Don't you?
This
You do.
logo is my favorite logo in 3&A history right here.
That is a good one.
That's actually cool. What?
Yeah, I think they had one of the best logos last year too. They just constantly have the best
Come
logos.
on, Wyatt. Are you doing
They've got a
something
cool,
fishy?
cool name and color scheme.
Wyatt's doing
I
something
didn't
behind
make
the
this one,
scenes.
guys.
Is it because of Gavin? Do you think that's why? Like
Gavin's so cool.
Gavin has the most aura.
No, the Palms logo is the best one. You have to admit.
The
That's
Palms,
in the top three.
You think the
Palms
Palms
is
is the
something.
best?
Is that in the top
My
three?
least favorite logo right here.
We have the worst logo.
I hate this logo.
It was a last
Yeah,
second logo though.
Kind of strange.
The Vipers.
Yeah.
It's just a snake.
It's not bad. It's just like as mid
I like
as it
the-
gets.
I like the accolade though. That's a unique one.
I have a question for you, really.
Oh
quickly.
dear.
What's your opinion on J7s in 3&A? Just
That's a
quick.
deep- that's a
doesn't
deep
need to be a whole lot.
I think Jace, we've had some rough patches. I think we're cleaning it up a little bit, but I could definitely see those patches getting recovered in dirt.
So is that good or bad?
That's a good
I
thing.
got
actually,
lost on the way.
No, because we have some
He's growing, man.
rough patches, and they're cleaning up a little bit. But I can tell they're gonna like re-rough.
Because they're okay.
Me and Jace just
Yeah,
when we're on
definitely
the basketball
with
court,
this.
I like to try to like get people mad, and Jace kind of I can tell he has that like little arrogant smirk on his face.
Hey, why? I
makes
got a
you more
question for you,
mad.
actually. Is there gonna be like is there gonna be like a lot of like big size here? In like these games, is there gonna be like a lot
Like
of big
fans?
dudes, like big dudes? You know what I'm saying? Or is everybody just gonna be like like relatively like the same height?
There'll be some big.
All the big people are captains, pretty much. Like all the captains.
We made
they're the-
That is kind of how we decided.
Every team needs just
Yeah.
a big guy, a big body.
Okay.
So like like all the big players we've pretty much already listed up there.
Besides all that beef me and Jace have, he's a good player. Like as you can see, he's an MVP, so that's pretty cool.
Finals MVP, season 2.
Carter, dang, this is team
A lot of accolades for Carter.
I think this might be one of my favorite logos.
It's pretty cool.
really good guy. I like that. That's cool.
The color scheme kind of reminds me of those like old Pistons teams, like 2004
Yeah.
kind of.
It's a sick colorway. It's just not the kind of logo I would like rep. Like I don't want like a
I really like it.
scary.
That's
looking-
actually really cool.
That is
yeah.
the last logo.
So any thoughts on like top 3 logos or bottom
Well,
3?
any thoughts on Carter? You just got to play with him the first time.
I thought he's pretty
Only
good. I think
captain
he's
you
going to be
haven't
good. He was like kind of rusty. He looked like he
Yeah.
hadn't played in a while. I bet when he like shakes the rust off, gets a few games under his belt, he's going to be
seen.
really
he can
good.
dunk on 10.
He'll
He's an
always look
athletic
like that.
guy.
Yeah, he's
When
really
he
good.
Tunes, just needs a few tune-up games, and he'll be a top
He
guy.
played in some runs.
Yeah,
played
we had
last
him.
night.
Yeah. We should have
wondering,
played more, but dude, I was just so tired.
What
Any
what's
thoughts
this
on
guy's-
top 3
I
logos?
did not feel like myself.
Top 3 logos.
Top 3 logos.
Wraith, Rim Reaper.
The Palms.
What about Ministry of Darkness?
Okay, no, Wraith, Ministry of Darkness.
I think that's got to be in it.
Palms. In the Palms.
I'm
And then-
gonna
and then
the
pol-
Palms has to
I don't
be in
like
there.
the
and then the
Palms.
Polar Bears is
You
my
don't
top.
like the Palms?
No.
Polar Bears.
Why
my
is that?
fourth.
What's those weird 3 fingers?
I know that's what I was concerned about, but it's
Shockers is
Why-
cool,
it's
but
not
it's
the
so
word, like-
basic. It's like the thunder.
I
Yeah, I
love the
think the
Polar
three
Bears.
fingers
It's
mean,
just like that's a
three
logo I would like
fingers.
rep. Like I would
It
love.
is
I would be
cool.
proud to wear that on my shirt or something.
The Palms is my favorite one, I think.
It's just no one grabs the basketball like that with 2 fingers. Like
That's because you can't.
Well, have you ever seen a palm tree hold a basketball?
that's a hand though.
But there's palm leaves. But like, look at like the words look the best.
Yeah, it
The
looks so beautiful,
Palms.
doesn't it?
It's
Yeah.
like the
It's-
best
it's-
font.
It's
That's
all
like
like
that's not a
poppy.
logo. That's a work of art. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
it's giving me like summer vibes. Poppy.
This logo is very underrated for me. It's just like a nice.
It'll stay that way.
It's a nice simple logo.
Victor for the website, the Nigerian man that is
Like
building
that-
our
that's-
website,
that's
just
not
said
the
it's
top
going
three
very good.
Cyclones?
That's crazy.
Just
Victor?
randomly said that to me.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that from
Yeah,
him.
thank you, Victor.
Victor,
that
you know
in the
that's
top
one of my
three?
favorite names.
There's no way
Victor.
that's in the top
It's
three.
he spells it weird, but
He spelled like Vector.
That is in the top.
no,
That's
it's
a-
like
that's a
there's
S
an
tier.
H in there, and
Worst logo. What's the worst logo?
Probably that like
Dunk
that black.
Dynasty.
one.
Cyclones.
Love.
I'd say
Wow, that's in the-
Vipers.
That's slowest.
No, I'm
Vipers.
sorry, bro. Dunk Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Dunk Dynasty doesn't bring anything.
Dunk Dynasty reminds me of someone from Cars.
I think the
He
chosen
reminds
ones
me
is
of
kinda,
Sarge.
Chosen ones is kind of lame.
Yeah, Shockers is bad. That one's bad.
You don't like the
Yeah.
chosen ones?
No, I
He
think the
just
chosen ones
roasted your
looks weird.
logo on the podcast.
Wow.
I don't like it.
And that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to play. I wouldn't.
Good
I wouldn't want to play on a
response.
team like that.
guy's
Like,
media
if you have a
trained.
chance to draft me, just
louder. So my God.
like if you have a chance to draft me, just don't.
Say that louder for the people
I'll
in the
keep
back,
that in
Joave.
mind.
Dude, Landon's just trying to do anything in his power to get drafted to Vadra's team.
Badra.
Vadra.
This is my
My bad,
addition
Badra.
tape. I will try harder than anyone in this league. I will
You guys
watch
think-
every game. I'll do anything, Badra.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, that thing.
What would you do to get on Badra's team? Like, what's the craziest thing you'd do?
Before you turn
I think I would run 10 miles.
That's it?
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's like
That's a long
That's
way.
disappointing.
That is actually not.
What
That's
like were you
disappointing.
Not
thinking?
even a marathon.
train
Not
it
even
up.
half.
You wouldn't go a marathon
Hey.
for Vadra?
I think
No.
I got a thing for you, okay?
What?
You gotta shave your head bald, and you gotta.
You do that.
Yeah, and you gotta run. You gotta run like a mile in like a bra, okay? And like a swimsuit.
Took
actually,
a weird
swimsuit.
twist.
Brandon, have you been thinking about this? I mean, that
No,
was
I just, it
oddly
came off the top
specific.
of my head actually.
Dude, Brandon, you're-
This is
And I
what
was thinking of, like, you know,
Weston
have
told
some, like,
him.
some- yes.
Those waters are
do
deep.
that.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that's a good idea, dude.
That's
Run like 2 miles, and every time you have to do like every like actually not 2 miles. Let's do one.
I have a theory that
Steak and squirt- steak and squirt-
Oh my
whipped
gosh.
cream. Come on.
I have a theory that Landon just talks about Badra so much so he can hide the fact that him and Joave are it's a ploy to get on the same team.
You
No,
think- you
I'm
think
How
he's
would
trying
I
to-
ever get on Joave? He doesn't even have a first
He's
round.
trying to scare Vadra off. Like he's
Why would I
trying to, like,
scare Badra off?
Because he's probably like, this dude's weird.
Why would I scare the guy I want to play with off?
You really want to play with this man, right?
I will say this in all seriousness. I've never heard Landon glaze anyone except Badra, Andrew Badra.
Palpatine?
I mean, that's not really glaze. That's just
Just facts.
he tries to become that guy. He almost is that guy at this point.
Wait, does Andrew?
but I
play
mean,
for Liberty?
he worships Andrew Badra
I know Andrew.
in a weird way.
Yeah, Andrew Badra on Liberty.
Dude, he's so good, dude.
He's in the league, dude.
Crazy.
His team's the Bombers.
Dude, he's so.
What would you rate him out of 10 as a player? 1 out of 10.
I'm rating him like a 20.
Dude, that's what I'm
Dang.
saying, dude.
Wow.
I'm
Insane.
like he's insane.
Do you think Vadra is like a little uncomfortable when he hears this?
He's
or
going to
do you-
be scared.
Or do you think he's like,
No.
Oh,
yeah.
Andrew, good luck, bro.
No,
You're
we're
watching,
cool.
bro.
We're
Good
cool.
luck, bro.
We're cool.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
comfy,
honest.
bro.
I don't think
I-
Badra has listened to a single podcast.
No, he's not.
Definitely not.
I ran into Vadra the other night.
Yeah, Canes.
Game's crazy.
Oh, the
Was he
Canes
stealing
himself.
Yeah, he paid for that Canes too.
Yeah,
No
it's-
way.
Wow. He's turning it
That's-
around.
What an upstanding
Like
young man.
he's,
Yeah.
he's found Jesus. We'll say that.
He truly has.
has.
He's. I had the opportunity to listen to Badra pray one time, at out of town tournament, and it was beautiful. It didn't bring me to tears, but it was close. It was close.
Wow. That's the kind of players we want in this league. You know?
Exactly.
So, that's what I like to hear. Good job, Badra.
Yeah.
What captain are you most scared of, Joave?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I had one that I was thinking of.
Oh, just say that one then.
I'm going to be honest.
Go ahead.
It's between two, but I'm going to say one because the other one I have quite a lot of experience with. I'm going to say Lewis, just
Mhm.
because there's a
Oh.
lot of unknown with Lewis. That guy, that is a man amongst boys. And my number two would be Weston, just because Weston's so physically dominant. But at the end of the day, I have no idea what's coming when Lewis gets added to this league.
A guy that's going under the radar, in my opinion, is Wyatt Linneman. We saw him. We got a chance to see him play against one of the best teams in our area, and he was, he was showing some great defense, some good
Yeah.
blocking.
And he has a best chance of getting the number 1 pick, so he could be paired with another really good player too.
Yeah, if he gets like one more, decently sized guy, I think he has a chance for a good run this year,
Yeah.
and maybe even,
Brandon, what about you? Most scared of in the whole league?
Best player, like who's the guy you fear?
Who's the best player? Who I'm okay. I think honestly, I'd probably say Joave. Honestly,
Yeah.
I appreciate
just
that,
because
Brandon.
of
Don't
last year how
blush.
crazy he was, dude. It was just like so hard to guard him. Oh my gosh! But
Brandon, you didn't even play against him last year.
I did. I did. A little bit.
Against
He subbed.
It
Brody.
was like the end because I couldn't.
He subbed. You remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
did he
I
sub at
subbed.
the end?
He
Yes.
subbed just not against me. It was against the Little Debbie's.
Oh, okay.
He
No, I
subbed
do
for
He
remember
subbed
playing
the
for
league.
us
Yes.
the first game.
But anyways, my second person will probably be either Glandon or
Why are you scaring me, Brandon?
He's not a captain.
because dude, every time I play this kid, he does like these crazy pump fakes and I can't.
Just don't
It's
jump.
just- no, I don't. And you still just like you somehow you still make the shot and it's insane to guard you. That's why I'm scared to play you, dude.
He's like a wizard.
That's
Yeah.
crazy that the two people Brandon are most.
You can't be
is
scared of a
most
little
scared
guy
of
like me, Brandon. You
were
can't let me
both
push.
players on the Gators. I mean,
Dude.
sounds like the Gators really inflicted fear into people.
Brandon, you don't
last
need to be
year.
scared of these guys.
Petrified.
Me and Isaiah are like the two smallest guys at the table. We beat them. Don't worry about it.
Don't you
the
worry
story.
about
You
it.
know the
Why-
story.
once
That
though.
you know the story there, Brandon.
Yes, I do. I know. Why likes to make his little stories.
It's not a made up story. Theirs would have to be the one that's made
Dude,
up.
if there were some people to beat the Gators, I mean, I've been on a team that was pretty close as well. We just didn't have Gabe Luneman hitting a buzzer beater 3.
Yeah.
What team was that? Oh,
Little
Little
Debbie's.
Oh, I was thinking about that one team that like there was a game where we played against Wyatt, Lindemann, Elijah, and Gabe. That was a
Dude,
That's a weird team.
Next thing you know, Isaiah,
yeah. That was like all subs.
Isaiah, give it 2 to 3 months. They're gonna say the championship game. They just weren't trying, and that's
No,
why it was
well,
close.
I'll
I
say
don't
that.
think
I'll say
they'll
that
say
that
that.
we were trying.
That was
we
recorded.
deserved to lose. We were trying. We deserved to lose. We shouldn't have won.
He's admitted.
I've got a quick
Why? What do you have to say
question.
about that? He admitted it.
Obviously, he's gonna admit it to hide the fact, that
And the fact that what?
that last time you're trying to like cover up your lie even more.
Which lie?
The lie that you weren't trying.
Against the Shockers?
Yeah, there's a little bit of truth in every little lie, so that he probably wasn't trying for a possession or two.
Yeah.
What was your
Okay.
question, Joave?
Yeah, let's
Possession
move
or
on
two.
from this
Yeah,
whole
go ahead.
Shockers Gators thing. We've talked about it enough, but this is for the commissioner.
Oh.
Word on the street that 3A is allowing people to purchase teams. Is that true? And
No.
I have a specific example. I actually have 2 friends at college who listen to the podcast, and they're like, "We want to buy the Gators." And they actually asked the question on the podcast. Lowell and Izzy, they said, "Can we buy the Gators?" And you guys said yes.
I've seen
Yeah,
their
we said
offers, though.
Yeah, we said yes. We're looking for
Yeah, they can buy
a
the
grand offer.
The Gators
Grand
aren't a
offer.
franchise anymore, so if they'd like to purchase a deceased team,
Yeah, they can. They
They
own
do
the
get
rights
2
to-
they can own the
championships.
old rights, I
And
guess.
what would be the purchase price? Like, what's the number you're looking for?
for that old team.
10 grand?
For a team in the current league.
I would settle for 10 grand.
Yeah, 10 grand would be my low ball.
10
offer.
grand. Wow. Wow, that's a high
That's
Like
price.
a
honestly,
number.
because
That's
like
a high price.
if we make it where we want to
For
make
I
it,
mean, like maybe
we'll
if we were
be
selling
worth more
like
than that.
Squishmallows, it'd be lower. But like Gators are like the most decorated franchise in league history.
It is.
It's like buying the
Only have, like,
Lakers.
2 losses.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to them and see if they want a different team. We can talk lower price.
Yeah, like the Palms maybe.
No.
That's a current
Oh,
team.
no,
That's gonna be a
no,
high
no,
price
no,
as
no.
well.
You don't
They've
wanna
got
sell
Big
that.
Palms are
Sun.
not getting touched.
Brandon doesn't want them in there.
Okay,
No
all I'm
bueno.
gonna say is they offered us a batch of cookies, and so I don't know what street you hear this word on, but it's not my street.
Yeah, that's kind of a low down dirtball move. A batch of cookies for a team in the 3A league.
That was a little
I
disrespectful.
don't think they
They should be
understand. I don't
repenting.
think they
They should be
understand.
repenting for that offer.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
they
the fair-
understand.
Okay.
Are there any players, Joave, you're targeting in the draft that you want to reveal like ahead of time? Like guys you're looking for. You got 2 second-round picks, probably at the top of the second round and then also at the bottom. So you got like a wide range of players you could be looking at here.
I don't know if I'm going to disclose.
That's what everyone
Players are not.
says.
No one wants to. They play their cards tight.
I'll say this. In this league, I think you're going to want at least one shooter on your team, and I think you're going to want a guy who can put the ball in the hoop as far as dunking goes. So I take care of the dunking. I need a shooter now. That third option, that's where you win and lose championships. That third option.
What do you think?
Maybe you're looking for a guy like Dylan.
I think you want a big shooter.
That's actually true.
Like,
Yeah, he's pretty
personally-
good at threes.
What's most important for you as that, like, for that third option? Because in the championship last year, you saw me and Caden who have like really no skill at all in the championship as the third option.
It's not true. Don't talk about yourself or my
Well-
teammate Caden like that. The GOAT.
Most winningest player in league history.
It's true.
Okay, but what are you looking for in a third option?
Third option. 3 things on my checklist.
Okay.
What do you want? You want size, you want scoring capability, and you just want like agility for the defensive side. You don't have to do a lot in this league besides put a body in between someone in the hoop and keep them from dunking. And that's the checklist.
I can
So,
see how Caden
Yeah.
fits that role.
Yeah.
Dude,
no
and
no
Wyatt
hate to
remembers
Dylan.
That.
No hate to
I was
Dylan.
playing him 3 years in a row. I didn't get this for no reason, okay? 3 years in a row, defensive player of the year, okay?
For what organization?
For the
What-
Knights, man.
Dude, so you're making your like case here like
That is
any
not an
captain's like
award.
they're gonna want you because your defensive like lockdown.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, my defense is crazy. Any team, just know this. I have good defense. Be ready, okay?
And better offense.
The Palms
No.
are gonna have competition. Like I know the Palms want you, but there's gonna be other teams that are probably gonna try to swipe you before the Palms.
Weston
That
better
is
get a
true, yeah.
get a good pick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he better be picking his choices wisely.
You might have to
I
make a
think
trade up
Brandon's
to
like
get you.
A 5'6" kind of guy.
I'm not very good on the court, but I'm saying as I'm pretty good at defense, bro.
You're saying like draft range?
Yeah.
You're saying like 5'6"? I think you go a little
5'6",
higher.
7".
Nah. If I really actually work hard this few weeks and really get in the gym, play some basketball, I feel like I could do pretty good.
I think you're gonna be top 5 pick. I think
Top 5.
Yeah, I think you will be no matter what.
top 5 pick no matter what. I think.
What?
I think so.
You think Michael
That's
Lyon needs
crazy.
a top 5 pick?
I don't think in this year's draft. I think in past years he has been, but I think in this draft we've got a lot of like a lot of really good players at the top. It's gonna, like
He could be in there.
he could be. I'm not gonna say like he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not. I think he'll be more at, like the middle to the end of the first round probably. That's my guess. But who knows? You know, there could be captains that really like his game, and I'm not a captain, so you know.
We'll see if Noble somehow ends up with him again. I think
He's
it'd be
got him every
really
year.
funny.
Had him every year.
I could see it happening for sure.
He does want Brody though.
Brody, Michael, Noble. It's my guess there.
How can he get? You think he'll be able to get Michael in the third round or the second round?
Yeah.
He'll figure.
I don't
it
think
out.
he's
I
gonna
think
fall
Michael
that
might
far.
fall far, dude.
I think he's pretty good. I don't think he deserves to be that far down.
Joave, do you think it'd be kind of nice to just not like take a year off and not be a captain and just be a player?
I mean, as far as winning goes, I think if I'm a draft pick for a captain, I don't know who's stopping us, but that's not a realistic thing. And I enjoy being
You
a
enjoy having
captain
the
and
stress.
being able to kind of build my team, put those players around me.
Yeah.
And I think you guys know what I'm going to try to do this year. You know, I'm going to try to win, of course, but
Three-peat.
Joave knows what he's doing.
three-peat. I mean, I know everybody says they're grinding, they're getting ready for the season. My nephew, I'm very very fond of him, the Vanilla Gorilla. He says he's putting in that work in Kentucky, and I mean, I know he is. He's had some stumbles, some hard times. Apparently, he got food poisoning, and then he
Hectic.
came down with the flu. I believe both of those things, but you got to push through those things. You can't let that happen when you're preparing for the season. I know there's one other person at this table who's preparing daily for it. I'm in the gym every day. I'm getting ready. And so for whoever's on my team, I want you to know that I'm getting ready right now, and I hope you're doing the same.
Wow, that is.
It was moving.
That's
I'm ready to
very
run through a brick wall.
I know.
That is
Wow.
very
Let's-
motivating.
I can see you guys were like pulling all those championships. Joave with a little speech.
Mhm.
Joave, you almost
Joave's
gonna be
trying.
Pull up
Yeah.
some Rocky music.
Yeah, Joave's pregame speech before our championship.
Joave, if you win, I think we should give
crazy.
you 3 rings.
He's about to make us
So you
all
could,
cry.
You can take like a photo shoot.
You guys excited for draft night?
Very excited.
Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna show up for draft night? You got
It
to.
depends on what day it is, when it is.
Joave, we have an award
It's gonna be
for
in like the
best
next few
dress.
weeks.
Next few weeks,
Yeah, you got to be there.
we'll see.
Are you gonna
See
dress
what
up?
I
yeah.
can
Are
do.
you gonna dress up nice?
Yeah, you got to be
Oh,
there
of
because you're gonna
course.
get to walk across the stage like and
Brandon,
shake the
yes.
commissioner hand like
Brandon,
a real
we
draft.
have an award for best dress.
Yes. Wear like a suit.
Award for best dress. You get like a gift card or something.
And I'll actually get like, I'll like purchase
Yeah.
a really cool suit, dude.
Yeah.
Purchase a whole
Yeah,
suit.
you get like your hat of like the palms. You'll put it on, like shake the commissioner hand, just like
yes,
it's
an all red suit.
that'd be crazy.
For the palms?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Or you need like a turquoise like
No,
sand. You need like a sand
Yeah,
suit.
like some like some like that's like salad.
All right. Well, looks like we're driving on a road and we just hit a dead end. And
Really, we hit a dead
we're
end.
gonna call it here.
Are you sure why? You sure you want to call?
Was
it?
Brandon driving?
I don't know where to go. No.
A few
Oh, yeah,
mailboxes
you know,
on the
you
way.
know how good my driving is.
Yeah.
Why remembers that?
That's crazy. But all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the 5th episode. Thanks
Yeah,
for
I'd like
thanks for
to
coming
thank
on,
you.
Brandon and
Close it.
Joave.
And this is my last
Thank you
episode
for-
for a while. So.
Thank you guys for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys too. Yeah.
You guys
It was
brought some
really
good
cool.
insight to the league. I'm sure the fans are gonna be excited to have you guys.
Yeah, really.
Wait, Landon, what were you saying though?
This is gonna be my last episode for a while. I'm taking a break. I've got a lot of things to figure out. A lot of personal
Personal
things.
Yes.
Got to step
Personal
away.
reasons.
This is good.
Yeah,
He's really locking in, guys.
I
Be
do.
scared of this
70
guy.
days until the season.
Yep. Same with me. I'm locking in. Okay, I'm trusting.
10
Brandon's
weeks.
saying right now he's locking in.
No, I'm telling you, like
You're going to be
tomorrow I'm
stronger in
gonna be
Joave by the season?
No, not that. I'm saying like
Close.
I'm
You-
saying like basketball terms, not like
okay.
Yep.
you know.
I got to get my trainer and me. We're gonna hit the gym.
Yep. Let's do this, guys.
All right, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, share, leave 5 stars.